Coming up on First at 4, another mudslide in Perry County closes a roadway. We'll tell you where and how you can get around it.
The president signs a national emergency declaration over the border to sidestep Congress. I'm Natalie Brand at the White House with the fight ahead.
And rain and snow chances look likely for tonight. The details now on First at 4.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News First at 4.
Good afternoon. I'm Steve Hensley. First at 4, we want to get to some breaking news out of Illinois. The city of Aurora, which is not far from Chicago, has issued an active shooter alert at a business in the southwest part of town. We have a live picture now coming in of the scene. There is a massive police presence at the Henry Pratt Company. The nearby Holy Angel School is also currently on lockdown. Right now, we do not know if anyone is injured, although there are local media, local television stations reporting that there are injuries, possibly to civilians and police officers. But again, nothing is confirmed, but it's obviously a very serious situation, a large police presence. We will continue to update this story here and on WYMT.com. Well, now to weather, and the weekend could begin a little wintry. Snow and freezing rain is expected overnight in parts of the region, and we've declared a severe weather alert day. Chief Meteorologist Andrew Dockery has our first look at the forecast. Andrew?
Yes, Steve, it is going to be a very messy commute for tonight and into your Saturday morning. Good news is this gets out of here early Saturday, and the impacts will be very limited by the time we get to Saturday afternoon. Well, we take a look at pinpoint Doppler right now. Scattered showers becoming a little bit more prevalent, as you'll notice even some snow now off to the northwest. You take a look at satellite radar, the cloud cover, rain chances, all that's increasing even across the state, and you'll notice some heavier bands of snow now working into portions of western Kentucky. How this is working is with that moisture working in behind the cold front, those temperatures are going to be dropping throughout the night. In fact, you see the 30s already in Paducah and Owensboro. And as you work into southern Indiana, those 30s work into us along with some moisture, and we're going to be dealing with some light snowfall, and a severe weather alert day has been issued for that. Now, as far as this severe weather alert day, it's a medium threat. Travel impacts are possible. Light snow is expected, and there could be a few pockets of some freezing rain. We'll break down everything you need to know, Steve, and what we can expect. Not only that, but for your Sunday as well, coming up in a few short minutes.
All right, Andrew, thank you. We have a traffic alert we need to tell you about. A mudslide has closed a Perry County roadway. Officials say the slide happened sometime this afternoon on Kentucky 451, also known as Christopher Road, right before you get to Gregory Branch in Hazard. The slide is near the county highway garage. The road is expected to be closed until at least tomorrow. Drivers can detour by taking Highway 15. A new battle is brewing between the president and members of Congress after he declared a national emergency to get funding for the border wall. Democrats are threatening legal action while Republicans are split on the president's action. CBS's Natalie Brand has the latest from the White House.
I'm going to be signing a national emergency.
President Trump officially declared a national emergency to get $8 billion for a steel southern border wall. The declaration comes after Congress passed a spending bill to keep the government open, a bill that included only around $1.3 billion for a border barrier.
Sounds like a lot, but it's not so much, although we're putting it to much better use than it used to be.
The president is pulling the bulk of the money from the Department of Defense budget, including $3.6 billion in military construction funding. Reaction from congressional Republicans has been mixed. Maine Senator Susan Collins put out a statement saying, "I don't believe that the National Emergencies Act contemplates a president unilaterally reallocating billions of dollars. It also sets a bad precedent for future presidents." Meanwhile, Republican leaders in Congress say they stand by the president using his executive authority.
Obviously, the president and his attorneys have looked at it. It's got to be legal for him to do it.
Democrats are calling the move a power grab and intend to take legal action.
Likelihood is that we will be filing an action very soon in court. We have no other choice than to sue the administration.
I expect to be sued. I shouldn't be sued.
While the president and some lawmakers wage a new battle over this emergency declaration, the nearly 800,000 federal workers impacted by the last partial shutdown can breathe a sigh of relief. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
The money from the national emergency declaration is expected to go towards constructing 234 miles of the border barrier. The Whitley County suspects accused of killing Billy Lawson appeared in front of a judge for the first time today. WYMT's Hannah Reynolds has more from District Court in Corbin.
The three men charged in connection to the murder of Billy Lawson in Whitley County appeared in a video arraignment at the Whitley County District Court at 1. Judge Kathy Pruitt put in a not guilty plea for James Muse, Jamie Muse, and Jordan Miracle. Kentucky State Police say they found the body of Lawson on February 11th in the game room he owned in Whitley County, and that his death had suspicious circumstances. The following morning, KSP arrested all three on murder charges. Police say they found blood and a kitchen knife in the backseat of Jamie Muse's car. Police say Miracle told them that they had robbed Lawson and stabbed him to death during the robbery. They also say one of the men destroyed shoes and clothing that may have had Lawson's blood on them. In a previous interview, Jamie and James said they did not kill Lawson, but Miracle did. Miracle refused to talk to us on camera. All three of the men had a representative with them at the Whitley County Detention Center and do not yet have a public defender or attorney. Their next court date is set for February 25th. At 9 a.m. James Muse, Jamie Muse, and Jordan Miracle are all being held on $1 million bonds. In Corbin, Hannah Reynolds, WYMT Mountain News.
And all three are charged with tampering with evidence, robbery, and murder. A Laurel County grand jury has indicted a former South Laurel girls basketball coach. John Walker faces a charge of first-degree sexual abuse. The indictment alleges Walker had sexual contact with a 16-year-old on or around November 2nd while in position of authority or special trust. We do not know if the victim was a player or student at the school. Walker is no longer with the Lady Cardinals program. We hope to have more on this tonight at 6. A law enforcement source tells CBS News prosecutors in Chicago obtained a new video recording showing singer R. Kelly engaging in sex acts with an underage girl. Lawyer Michael Avenatti says someone came to him last April with the VHS tape believed to be from the late 1990s. He claims R. Kelly's voice can be heard on the recording and that a telltale mole on his back is clearly visible.
There's two different scenes shot on two separate days on this tape.
What was your reaction when you saw this tape?
I was disgusted by what I viewed. This is a disgusting video.
CBS News has confirmed the video was recently turned over to the Cook County State Attorney in Chicago, where Kelly lives and has a music studio. Yesterday, Kelly's attorney said Avenatti may have committed a felony by showing the video to reporters. His lawyer also denied Kelly did anything illegal. Chicago investigators are questioning two men who they now say are suspects in the alleged beating of Empire star Jussie Smollett. But local reports suggest the actor might have staged the attack, looking for attention because his character was being written off Empire. Chicago police tweeted that reports about the incident being a hoax are unconfirmed by case detectives.
I've never been some media whore. That's not who I am. I don't look for that type of attention.
20th Century Fox says Smollett remains a core player on the show and the company stands behind him. As the legislative session continues in Frankfort, many are wondering if and when lawmakers will take up pension reform. But legislators say they are working on it. Hillary Thornton has the latest.
Well, we are at about the halfway point for this legislative session, which has many people wondering where exactly the heavily debated pension reform stands.
Senate President Robert Stivers, who is part of the pension working group, says Senator Chris McDaniel just filed a bill today dealing with KERS and CERS relating to the phase-in and establishment of a somewhat new system for those groups. Meanwhile, he says they are still heavily working on any possible action relating to the teachers' retirement system.
We've had some informal discussions about possible solutions. Actually, some are taking place today. and over the weekend about is there the possibility to reach some type of agreement, or do we need to hear more information or get more people involved to do actuarial analysis. But the process, even though not visible out front, is very active behind the scenes.
Democrats say they appreciate the process being taken up until this point and that so far nothing has been rushed through.
I think we're still working, and that's a good thing. You know, the problem with the pension bill last session was that it was rolled out quickly without enough thought and without enough input. And so as we continue to get those thoughts and get that input, get those facts together, I don't think a bill is ready at this point, but that's okay. We can continue working, and if we need to have a special session or address it next year.
The legislature is off Monday for the President's Day holiday. They will gavel back in on Tuesday. For now, at the state capitol, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
Today was the last day for bills to be filed in the Senate. Lawmakers in the House have until Wednesday to file bills for consideration during this session. Let's head over to Wall Street now on this Friday afternoon, and a good way to close the week. The Dow closes up more than 339 points. Straight ahead on First at 4, high school basketball teams are looking to make a big impact tonight and this weekend ahead of a little tournament next week.
And those rain chances and snow chances work into the forecast. It's coming up here in a few short minutes.
Take it to the bank during Sports Overtime on Friday night, sponsored by Citizens Bank of Kentucky. Check out this week's University of Pikeville Top 5 Plays of the Week. Visit WYMT.com and vote for your favorites, then watch Mountain News at 6 Thursday night to see the winner.
I was on the fence about changing from a manual to an electric toothbrush, but my hygienist said going electric could lead to way cleaner teeth. She said get the one inspired by dentists, with the round brush head.
Go pro with Oral-B. Oral-B's gentle rounded brush head removes more plaque along the gum line for cleaner teeth and healthier gums. And unlike Sonicare, Oral-B is the first electric toothbrush brand accepted by the ADA for its effectiveness and safety.